So, dann gucken wir uns mal die Leiter an. Die Kindheit ist in einem schlechten Zustand. Okay. Und versucht in dem Gewächshaus Kräuter. Ah, was haben wir hier Schönes? Na, auf jeden Fall nehmen wir das alles. Okay, ich muss also den Kleinen überreden, dass er hier hochgeht.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my... Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Okay. Also ich gehe mal davon aus, dass einer von den beiden hier hochklettern muss und muss die Leiche abschneiden.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. 5. Another standard work boot. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Das könnte, wollte ich gerade sagen, weiblich sein.
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others.
Wahrscheinlich
The weight exceeds 200
war der
kilograms.
Typ schon tot.
8. And yet another standard.
How many?
100 Millionen.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state.
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Okay. Haben wir hier?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Glad you asked. When junior researcher
Probieren wir.
Teil, because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're two. Or there it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's.
Was haben wir hier Schönes? Eine leere Tube. Teller.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Wo gehört, dass Amphetamin einen zu einem guten Detective macht? Da habe ich darüber nachgedacht, es zu nehmen. Ich schwöre, ich habe. Ja, so ein bisschen forsch.
No, I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much. Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Oh. Fässer sind halb voll mit Regenwasser. Kommen wir da hin? Nee. Hier geht's runter. Hier können wir vielleicht noch was nehmen. Kommen wir da dran? Fangen wir erstmal oben an.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. Well, it doesn't seem...
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Sollen wir es wagen?
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Okay. Dann müssen wir einen anderen Weg finden.
Despair creeps into you. Getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intent, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Okay, das sind alles jetzt nicht so wirklich. Ich habe genug Bohnen, kann sowieso niemand ausstehen. Scheißegal. Naja. Ich wünschte, ich wäre tot. Nee, okay.
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district.
Nothing you can say. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another...
Holy shit! Gut, dann machen wir das jetzt im Schnelldurchgang. Damit habe ich nicht gerechnet. Das machen wir jetzt einmal ganz schnell durch. Und dann versuche ich mit dem Kleinen mal so zu reden.
You seem to be holding a cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle.
Activity.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Activity.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Probieren wir einfach jetzt mal.
Smell is
Fehlgeschlagen.
repulsive.
Ich lasse es raus. Okay, damit habe ich jetzt nicht gerechnet, dass das Spiel tatsächlich auch fatale Enden nehmen kann. Hat der nicht?
You feel a great until a poop. The smell of Commodore Red rises from.
It's okay. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. If you can handle the headache. There is fruit. There's a green hop.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a mod.
Tatsächlich nicht. Ich dachte, hätte der zwischendurch noch mal ein Autosave gehabt. Gut. Gibt es hier noch eine Möglichkeit, um zu sagen, wie er runterkommt?
There,
Nein,
he
ne?
still is.
Gesperrt, meine Güte. Okay, dann probieren wir jetzt noch mal direkt ins Maul. Wir probieren es jetzt erstmal mit ihr.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close. Looks like it's time for me to... I'm going away for a...
What's going on there?
Stay away!
Kuno's got this.
If there ever.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gump! Right in the...
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His
Fuck that! The rake! You should...
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
You will see.
language these kids are.
The
He's calling us...
alright.
The kid moved irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs?
Shit, look.
Don't tell them...
This is where you quickly ask him.
Kuno's...
He's trying.
Kuno knows all... Probably clown.
Okay, also wie gesagt, ich mache das jetzt mal so ein bisschen schneller, damit wir
There is no
einfach
night city.
Why you gotta... You wanna know where... Don't tell it. It's not...
Lame!
That's
den
the name
Teil
of
hier
Kuno's
überspringen
city,
können.
bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't a...
It's impossible to deduce.
Just a cup... Yeah, probably climbed. You heard... I don't mess go.
There is no night.
Kuno... Probably climbed. You heard... I don't know. Mess go.
There is no night.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kuno.
You're
Get lost!
Kuno
Okay.
doesn't...
Also, dann gucken wir uns die Fußspuren nochmal an. Gucken wir uns das Ding hier hinten nochmal an. Da war auch eine Klappe, habe ich gerade
There are
gesehen.
several footprints in the mud, left by maybe more than
Das
12.
hat geklappt. Dann gehen wir jetzt nochmal.
8, 1, standard work 2, standard work boot 3, hobnailed 4, standard you don't 5, another 6, an aberrant impossible to tell. Could all 7, the glowing out 8.
Jetzt haben wir die 200, genau, weiter.
This man is.
I never got the hang of it. High 200.
He might be right. 2,
Possibly.
but why?
Yes, they could have used the makeshift even easier to carry on a stretcher. Interesting. Someone operating a drummer on... Perhaps it could be a driver. A drive...
He doesn't.
We should keep our eyes... A week?
It is not
I pulled last week...
correct again.
Gut, gucken wir mal hier rein.
This trash container is locked. Just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or... We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the whirling...
Okay. Taschentuch des Lieutenants, okay. Wir gehen nochmal den Weg. Aber wobei, wir können natürlich auch erstmal gucken. Das geht hier hinten hoch. Wir können jetzt auch erstmal gucken, ob wir in die Mülltonne reinkommen. Das mit dem Zwischenspeichern war ein bisschen schade. Ich dachte eigentlich, dass der öfter mal einen Punkt setzt. Das scheint nicht aufzugehen. Gibt es hier noch was Schönes im Müll für mich? Ein schönes Fahrzeug. Fickt die Polizei. Wir haben ein Problem in der Stadt mit Cops.
The RCM in Martinez. We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term.
No need to worry. We are
Okay. Well, I didn't. Sure, I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Since the street sign's messed up? Okay, no problem. Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Können wir die anziehen? Haben wir die schon an? Können wir das hier irgendwo einfügen? Ne, das können wir nicht. Wir haben jetzt die Ampulle Ammoniak, Kleidung und hier könnten wir jetzt irgendwo Handschuhe anziehen. Warum nicht? Hier steht Handschuhe, das sind Handschuhe. Doch, können wir. Die haben wir sogar jetzt tatsächlich auch an. So. Untersuche die Leiche. Okay, pass auf. Wir gehen nochmal zurück zur Leiche. Und schließen die Leiche erstmal ab.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your duct. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Ich bin kein Polizist.
Nor does the wind right now. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too. No. This is... You need to get your shit together.
Das stimmt.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself to...
Anhalten, Problem lösen. Mach ihn kaputt, Kuno. Was machen wir? Probieren wir... Gucken jetzt erst nochmal, was wir machen müssen. Alles nehmen. Und wir Und jetzt... Hier gibt es erstmal nichts mehr. Das haben wir alles. Untersuche das Opfer. Schließe den Gedanken. Volumetrischer Kackkompressor ab. Okay. Kontaktiere Kims Funkgerät. Sylvie. Ach, über Kims Funkgerät.
Yes?
Kann ich? Ich will über sie reden.
Me?
Ne, über sie.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Nee, machen wir nicht.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. It's like you're locked down. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control.
Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know, to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now, that's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM...
That's right.
Ja, öffne den Müllcontainer. Das machen wir gleich. Was ist denn mit Karte? Haben wir hier schon eine Karte? Ne, haben wir nicht.
Good.
Das wird... Das müssten wir, glaube ich, bei irgendeinem Manager, ne? Dann gehen wir nochmal zum Manager rein und gucken, ob wir da irgendwie den Schlüssel bekommen für die Mülltonne. Wobei der Manager, ich weiß gar nicht, das war ja nicht der Manager, das war ja der vielleicht nennt er sich auch gerne Manager, der Cafeteria Joe. Kommen wir wieder rein? Ja. Danke fürs automatische Speichern. Danke. Jetzt sagt die Uhr, 10 Uhr.
Real mature, man. What exactly?
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why?
Danke.
Because I know you can't pay for them. Not because you ran away. Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's 100 square.
Ich glaube, wenn das mein Geld ist...
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you... Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the...
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash con...
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in. Your body is ready, sire.
Gut.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Machen wir noch nicht. Wir gehen jetzt erstmal. Kommen wir hier auch raus? Ne. Haben wir eigentlich hier noch irgendwas drin? Was haben wir denn hier? Das haben wir doch auch noch nicht gesehen. Hier ist nichts mehr. Hier ist nichts mehr. Dann gehen wir raus und gucken mal in die Mülltonne. Wir müssen irgendwie noch den Body darunter bekommen.
This trash container is with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply... Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Der Handschuhe an.
Just the feeling. A warning from some part of you. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. No, searching for evidence. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have...
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste. Cold. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's hand.
Officer, is that your Paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Ich denke, ich war vielleicht über den Müll geworfen. Ich weiß nicht. Ich bin langweilig. Das Ganze ist etwas...
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now,
Some items, such as the ledger you found,
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. Only in its social sensibility.
you've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
that's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
So, was haben wir denn jetzt hier? Werkzeug haben wir noch nichts. Gegenstände sind immer noch und das ist das Interaktivmenü. Drücke auf das Interaktivmenü um gelbe Tasse, Mann. Zeig mal her. Diese Tasse mit kaputtem Henkel hat jetzt in den Müll geschafft. Okay. Dann kann ich das... Also das können wir nicht irgendwie an... Nö, können wir nicht. Rechte Maustaste, drücke im Inventar auf Interagieren. Insgesamt können wir hier unsere... Können wir das ein bisschen ausbauen? Fünf? 4? 5? Nö, können wir nicht. Intellekt. Nee, ich dachte, das kann man vielleicht erhöhen, aber da haben wir noch nichts. Du verfügst über keine Fähigkeitenpunkte. Okay, alles klar. So, das ist Inventar. Drücke im Inventar auf Interagieren. Ja, aber das... Jetzt irgendwie...
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteer... It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board. There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper.
Okay.
It's a metaphor for you. Thank you, waterlogged ledger. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. The surface is interrupted by a silvery stick. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to...
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers, they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigation. It's the middle of March. You have... What do you mean? Is that all? The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys are... It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Good. That's a good one.
Ein bisschen
He
Pluspunkte sammeln.
understands you're concealing something, sire.
Oh, es schneit.
But do you also use the titular? Well, so do I. In our defense, officer, almost everyone in the RCM. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
You don't exactly close. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some
Geht jetzt mal ein bisschen schneller durch.
binder. 3. The topmost. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. A dozen pages of thin copy. A monetary... But they appear. These are quite...
Ich glaube, das nehme ich jetzt einfach.
Yes. All that remains now is to fill. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. It's proving to be harder than expected. It's made of dark blue plastic, something rattled and something's permeables. It's not it. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not. With your hands, you four-sized the acidics, you know, like the bits they put. Remember when I said the smell of... Why, yes it is. Among many other things. This cleaning tablet is used by the whirling and wrap. Is not what you end up doing.
Okay.
The ledger quivers in your hand. Arson, petty
Huh?
Dann gehen wir jetzt nochmal alles durch.
It's okay.
like a fan of gills, the checkered papers there is wants all the tasks. Sadly, the ledger only comes. The lieutenant, he is not.
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
The tasks you've got, inspect, interview, that it's not exactly a satisfying. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Things to be done.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Oh, ich habe einen neuen Fähigkeitspunkt erreicht. Sehr schön.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers.
Gegenstände. Wir haben einen blauen Stift. Wir haben neue Aufgaben und wir haben einen Fähigkeits... Ah, der setzt die wohl automatisch, oder? Erhöhen? Nee. Jetzt... Ah, den kann ich... Kann ich den zurücksetzen und könnte den jetzt auch hier nutzen? Ja, also sie sind intellektuell. Okay. Sehr schön. Dann werden wir jetzt gleich nochmal... Wir müssen gucken, dass wir... kaputt kommen. Dass wir den jungen Mann hier vom Baum bekommen. Und es schneit.